You are now tuned into the Miami ManCave Show with your hosts, Jeff Fox, breaking down all of today's sports news and breaking the internet. Live from Miami and brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
Welcome back to the Miami ManCave. Our next guest is the official DJ of the Florida Panthers, DJ Genesis. Welcome to the ManCave.
What's going on, my brother, man?
I'm good, man. Good. Winning.
Man. Winning. They just winning, man. Just winning.
Hey, man.
Winning.
No doubt. We got the red cups. We winning, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely
celebrate
that.
Man.
Yo.
No doubt. So what's it been like, man? What's the atmosphere been like over there?
Before we start, Jeff, I know you
got a gift for me.
You know.
You got a gift for me.
You come from some good stock, man.
I like something about it.
You gotta make sure we bring some memorabilia, some Panthers gear for you. Some playoff gears, man. We got some Go Cats,
It's time to hunt
everybody. You can't walk into a man's place and not have some.
It's time to hunt.
I gotta make sure you have something to wave. Make sure to represent the Cats.
Yeah.
So that's how we gonna do that. Yeah. That's how that's gonna go, man. So I just gotta make sure before you get into anybody's house, guys, you gotta make sure you bring a gift, bring a present, something.
Go Cats.
So we've been giving that out over at the arena for the fans. So I just want to make sure you have something from this season, this historic season.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That been going on, man.
Unbelievable. I'll be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot about hockey.
True.
But I tell you this, I've been over there. I know the folks in the front office, Amy and all of them.
Good guys, good people.
Yeah. I know those folks over there, and they've always been good to me. So shout out to them. The thing that I find incredible, and I don't know if you guys have thought about it, but the Miami Heat were an 8 seed.
Yeah.
Barely got in the playoffs. The Florida Panthers are an 8 seed. Barely got in the playoffs.
Correct.
What the hell's going on here?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We don't know. So this is my first season with the team as an official DJ of the Panthers, and outside of obviously the nuances and rocking the crowd in the stadium, obviously you're a part of the energy and the emotion of the actual team and their success and failures and whatnot. So this season was really up and down. They were really kind of like an 8 seed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously they had some changes from last year. They changed the coach, Paul Maurice, and they switched the new system. They had some new players come in, and so what? Players coming off injury, like Duclair or whatnot. So it was always like a pitch and patch kind of sort of. They would have great nights. We would have a 9-goal night one night, and then the next night they go on the road and they lose 2, and we just didn't know what was happening. It was all this up and down.
Up and down, just like the Heat season.
Just like the Heat season, man. So going into the playoffs, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You guys opened up with Boston.
Yeah,
the best team ever.
Best team ever. So funny enough, obviously, as we're playing with what they say, house money. The running joke around the office and the game presentation staff, shout out to my game presentation staff, was, well, at least we got one of the best teams because we beat Boston twice in the regular season. So we were like, at least we show up for them. If it was one of the, let's say, weaker teams, maybe we wouldn't win. But since these guys are one of the top teams, let's give it a crack. And
I remember just following along with my friends from WQAM. Shout out to Mark Hockman and Channing Crowder and Steve Goldstein and all those guys. For the
goalie's the best, man.
Red Deer. My man Red Deer. But yeah, goalie's the best, no doubt about it. But nobody saw this coming, man. Like when you're the underdog and you play the best team in hockey, and you beat them.
The crowd. I'm gonna give you a synopsis of how it went. And, obviously, we lost game one on the road or whatnot, and we ended up winning game two. There was a bit of like nervous energy in the building for game 3 and 4.
Right.
You know, and Boston took. They must have felt that and they took that. And that's when the switch happened, when they switched from Alex Lyon back to Sergei Bobrovsky. That's when they switched, that's when the goalie switch happened right there. And what we call Brick Wall Bob, you know, stood tall. And he went on a 6-game winning streak through the next series, you know. So that was a turning point. Paul Maurice saw that Alex Lyon, who had ended the season because I believe Bob was sick and obviously recuperating, and so he was off for the end of the season and the start of the playoffs. But I think Paul saw that he needed that vet, that dude that they were paying that money to come on back in.
He knew something.
Paul, so shout out to Paul for making that switch. And then game 6, I think game 6 definitely changed the series because you can hear from the players, the crowd, the energy that we were able to put in that building. From the game presentation staff, from the music, from Gabby hosting it, from the Stanley, Stanley, the mascot, getting everybody riled up on the drum. The energy in game 6 of that Boston series was something I've never been a part of. And so said everybody in the organization.
Yeah, I love to see Panther fans on Twitter when they post it's time to hunt.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's time to hunt, man.
Know,
it's a pretty dope saying.
Yeah. They get all excited and stuff, and to see the fans so happy and deliriously happy. And it's all unexpected.
Yeah, because we have those diehard fans, and then you have those on the fence that are now understanding how far the team. Because let's be honest, the team hadn't really had a lot of success. They did do well last year. They got the President's Cup, but flamed out to Tampa Bay.
That was disappointing as hell, bro.
You know, very disappointing. Tampa Bay has always been our nemesis in the playoffs, and just for this season, we were kind of happy that the Maple Leafs took care of Tampa Bay. We were thankful for that, appreciate that. And so we dealt with the Maple Leafs in the second round, and was able to, what we said, bring out our leaf blowers. You know, took care of them. And then now, obviously, we're here where we are.
So, as a DJ, because again, we share that in common.
Okay.
What type of joints you rocking there?
Are you
playing any Young Jeezy or
when the time permits? This is what I tell a lot of people. It's still a corporate scene,
right?
You know, I still have measures that I have to.
So you got to keep it Black Eyed Peas and.
I mean, that is really big. Pitbull is obviously a hit. Yeah. The culture, I'm able to bring the culture in there though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether it's T.I., you know, obviously Bring 'Em Out is a big song that we use to bring the team out of the tunnel onto the ice. We use a lot of hip hop and rock, of course, but I'm able to pick and choose the ones that I like. Obviously, I like the crossover tracks. So one would be, let's say, Run DMC and Aerosmith, Walk This Way is, you know what I'm saying, that type of vibe. You know, Rick Ross and Skrillex, you know, try to get that crossover energy in there. Waka Flocka Flames has a couple joints, you know, and obviously Lil Jon, he does his electronic energy, because when the players come out, they want that. I remember my director saying, we want that live vibe on a Saturday night, you know, when Steve Aoki's there or one of these Tiesto or whatever the vibe is. So I was like, I got you. You know, so that's the vibe they like when the players are coming out. But other than that, we play whatever we want, man. We take it old school, we take it new school, we take it rock. You know what I'm saying? But
so it's not that typical stadium music. Dum dum dum.
No. Shout out to Larry. You always gotta have the organ. You know, you gotta have the organ. You know, just for the traditional energy. You know. Right. But other than that, no, it's just not that vibe. We definitely have South Florida energy that I've been able to bring. And obviously the guys that control the music inside the game as well. We've done a phenomenal job curating. That's what I like to say. Curating a new type of energy and vibe. And this is the first year I'm here, so I'm looking forward to next year and the year after when I'm actually really settled and know exactly what I'm going to do,
right?
To lock in the vibe and switch it up. But the fans have been very receptive. I really appreciate that, and obviously the organization. So I have to say thank you so much to the organization for welcoming me with open arms.
No doubt, man. Like I said, man, those front office people are great.
Yeah, man.
They are great. And I cover more of the Miami Heat, in between the local franchises. I see a connection between the Heat and the typical Miami sports fan. There is a connection, bro.
Yeah.
Like Dade County 305 all day. You know what I'm saying?
I think there is a really thing to when we say we ride or die for the 305.
Yeah.
And 954 is obviously connected. You don't forget the Florida Panthers started in Miami Arena, So
yeah.
obviously they grew and they moved over
The Rats. The Rats. They still throw the Rats on ice.
Of course, speaking of that, I don't know if you wanted one, but
Oh! We got a rat!
I got you one, man.
We got a rat!
So we got you the rats that they throw on the ice. So when you come to a game, you got your own rat that after a W you can throw on the ice.
I don't know if the rest of the National Hockey League understand.
They don't understand what that is, right?
Yeah. Wow, man. This is some cool stuff.
I got you.
This right here, this is as close as I'll ever come to one, too. Like, I am terrified of rats.
Yeah, we don't, in the culture, we don't do rats like that. But for the Florida Panthers, this is one of the things we throw on the ice after the games win.
Yeah.
No, not after a goal. Don't come to a game in Florida after a goal, but after a win.
Okay.
Definitely after a win.
This goes way back to 96, bro.
Man. Way back. Remember
Bad
that
Beast working though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I know a little something. I know a little something.
I remember staying up late at night as a little young pup, watching those guys trying to take it to the Colorado Avalanche, who have one. They did win one.
Yeah, we owe them.
Well, but we're here now. We're
here now.
We're here. We're trying to take it. Winning, man.
Winning.
And winning, not just win. I know the fans didn't expect it, but the guys. What I've learned from watching the actual players, man, is that there's no fear in them, man. There's never a game where you see a letdown or a slip up. Or I don't know what's fate. I don't know if it's Paul Maurice's system finally working.
It's the same. It's the very same thing you get when you watch the Miami Heat, which is why people locally with the Miami Hurricanes throughout the NCAA tournament, there was this team that was just like scared of nobody. Mm-hmm. They would go out there and take the other team's nerve, and they would win. And then you had FAU.
So it's something in the South Florida water.
So it's something in the atmosphere. I don't know what it is.
Dolphins, you coming next there. So
Coach Matt, he's been in the inside.
So he knows what's going on here.
Yeah.
So you got to drink some of that water as well for us to have a run, with the Dolphins. So hopefully he keeps going,
Now, this is the Miami ManCave, man. I'm Jeff Fox. This is DJ Genesis, the man on the ones and twos at the Florida Panthers house, and I'd like to welcome you officially, man.
Appreciate it.
You are always welcome here to man.
Always, man. The ManCave is family to me.
No doubt.
Shout out to the whole team.
No doubt.
You, Tommy, and all those guys.
Remix Sports Media, baby.
This is how we do it, man.
That's how we do it. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Salute,
ManCave.
Shout out to 50 States Boxing for being the sponsor of the Miami ManCave Show. Very smooth and delicious. Make sure you come some.
ManCave. I'm Jeff Fox. This is DJ Genesis,
yes, sir,
from the Florida Panthers, the official DJ of the Florida Panthers, and we're in the midst of a magical carpet ride.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I gotta ask you, man. Let's say we go ahead and pull this off. What would that mean to South Florida?
You know what's funny? Because we're at this point with both teams, and I think because we didn't expect it from both teams, and we were kind of like playing around. Okay, we got past the first round. Okay, we got past the second round. When we got to the third round with both teams, we was like, we goddamn might as well go ahead and take it, right? Is this really both teams who have been feeding off of each other the whole playoff run. The Panthers heading up to some of their playoff road games in Heat gear. Jimmy Butler rocking the Kachuk jersey, doing his
UD was up there, right?
UD, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, and Hayward Heisman. They pulled up on us. They pulled up on us for a playoff game in the second round, and we got the W in front of the Heat. UD actually banged the drum. So when we talk about the connectivity of the city, Jeff Conan even came and banged the drum as well.
Yeah, man. Mr.
Marlin came through, man. So when you see the other sports teams supporting each other throughout the market, you know what this would do? I don't know. Will we have a joint parade if the Heat and I heard somebody say we should start at what is it called? Kaseya Center,
right?
And head all the way to the FLA Arena.
It's a unique situation.
That's how it can be for the city where everybody's involved. We talking about miles stretching apart, but one family. You know, you understand the organization. There's people that work for the Heat that go ahead and work for the Marlins. From the cameramen to the guys,
media guys.
You guys are connected all the way around. Shout out to David D-Work. He's big, and Roy from the Levitard Show. They are always there.
Yeah, those are all my people.
Yeah, they're always at the Panthers game representing. So those are my guys when I see them in the press box.
Yeah.
They've taught me a lot about the game. I've been able to ask them questions as news analysts and what it meant for the game. What the Panthers would win. So if you want a little scoop, I can get a video for you. You know what David and Roy thinks. You know.
Yeah, those are my guys, man. We all go back to 790 the ticket.
Yeah, man.
You know, and Randy Moeller, of course. Randy, I would do anything to get your voice, bro. Randy has that thunderous voice. He's got bass like Barry White.
Him and Imber. Shout out to Andrew Imber. He's a PA for the Florida Panthers. You know when those announcements and those and you say those players' names, you can only say them the way you hear them. Imber, you have a very big presence, obviously, with how everybody says all the players' names. So shout out to you, brother.
No doubt, man. So the Panthers on this magical run. The fans, though. You were mentioning the fans earlier and how they got caught up, and they slowly started to believe.
He started, and that can only come from the players. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that. And I think in this market, when you haven't seen it before, when the last time you've gotten this far was 1996, and last year was a good run.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. That's generations,
Biggie was still alive.
And we're playing. That's a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about a fan base that hadn't seen winning, and we live in a warm climate.
Right. So
there's not a lot of
hockey
going on and so on and so forth for, let's say, for fun. But when this team has come together and the connection that I've seen it have from all the obviously publicity that's been going on, whether it's at the road rallies or obviously in the stadium, and the pressure Mike has been putting on the rest of the team to just be perfect. He has us in playoff mode.
Wow.
You know, so from that standpoint, we all got to make sure we bring it, you know, and we execute so that it obviously translates and transfers into the players onto the ice.
No doubt. Shout out again, Amy. We need passes.
That's about Amy
for the ManCave.
For the ManCave,
Right.
yeah. I think they can hook
I'll
you
let
up,
us, man. Yeah.
And shout out to my boy Tyrone too for
Yeah.
setting up this whole thing, man. So pound.
No doubt, man. So let's see what happens, man.
Let's see,
and let's
man.
enjoy the ride, you know. And I'm not even gonna say win or lose because people like to say win or lose. Just win, man, because we've already won. If you ask me.
I agree. I think the fan base and everybody coming together. I think we just want to see it through, especially for the Panthers. I know the Heat fans. I'm obviously a big Heat fan. Well, not to say it's expected, but we kind of know how this
The
can
Heat culture,
feel. You know,
yeah.
there's a Heat culture. As much as we didn't expect it, we're not surprised at the outcome. You know, these guys coming together and playing ball. You know what I'm saying? These guys are not undrafted. These guys are veterans, man. Y'all stop disrespecting my boys. You know, so and so with that, you know, and Spoelstra's running the show. That's good, but for the Panthers, they're not used to winning. You know what I'm saying? This is the third time they've been in the playoffs in their existence. So you gotta understand the nervous energy, but also the understanding that the players are making them believe, you know, and Paul Maurice and his system in the playoffs. So I'm impressed. My job is to come there, rock the crowd, make sure the energy is up, you know, and I'm executing it and I can't wait for what's to come.
Hey, congrats to you, man. Continued success.
Man. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna come up there and rock out with you one
Come
night,
on, man. You guys are all invited,
You know.
man. The whole ManCave crew. You just let me know and I'm trying to make it happen.
All right, no doubt. We'll make it happen. All right,
Yes,
shout
sir.
to the Florida Panthers once again. Of course, DJ Genesis.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Remix Sports Media. This is the Miami Man Cave. Your boy Jeff Fox. Holla at you.